Hello everyone and welcome to this lesson from me, Kirby, from kirbysguitarlessons.com. I want to teach you how to play an old tune from Jonathan Edwards. This song is called Sunshine, but I don't want to sing any of it because it'll get flagged. They play it in a different key. They play it, I believe, in A sharp. So you can put a capo on the first and play it in A, do that. Since I'm playing this a little bit lower in G, you need to put a capo on the third, and that would take you up to an A sharp with these chords to play along with the recording that he has there. Now, there's no picking break in this. I put a little bit of a picking break in my original lesson on this and how to play this. But chord-wise, there's only a handful of chords. You have a G, a C, a D or a D7, and an F. Okay, so there's only a couple of chords. And there's a couple of ways of playing the rhythm on it. All right, when you're playing the basic, you can do it. You get a little bit of a shuffle there with some downstrokes. You could do that, or you could play like a down up pause up down up pause up, like sort of. Which is what I teach in my paid lesson for this. Is just the same. It's the same thing I'm covering here, but I play a different rhythm, a little bit of a different rhythm, because I like to put a little bit of a shuffle in my rhythm when I'm getting ready to move. So, for example, when I'm playing that first line. So you can a little bit of a shuffle before you hit the chord if you want to play it that way, right? And then there's a part on there. When you get to that C chord there where he's singing "How much does it cost," you can play all downstrokes. So you got a couple of options on the rhythm, but when you hit that one spot there, it's pretty much all downstrokes as it leads up to that 1, 2, that little bit of a pause, right? So you can work that in. It's not a big deal. And then on the break, what I did is I played through like a couple of verses and a couple of choruses, and then I get off that chorus, and then instead of going right into that last verse. So when you're playing that, you're playing with an open D, an open G there, and a B G there underneath. A little bit of a slide. When you're playing this D chord, you have to hit that E note right there on the D string. Now when you go to the C chord, you want to hit the G there with the right above the B. bass run, and then you're off to the last verse. Right, and at the end of it, they do this. It's like a descending. So you play it on the C. It's the same run, but in two different positions. You hear it descend there. So that's what I would do there. All right, and that'll get you out of that one from Jonathan Edwards. You can find the chords and the lyrics online and put in those chords that I just looked at there. Not much to it, but you got a couple of options on the rhythm and decide whether or not you want to put a picking break in. There isn't any in that one. They could have put something in, but they didn't. So I threw one into my lesson, and that's where I put it right before the end of the last verse. And again, the original key is a little bit higher than where I'm at here. All right, hope that was useful, folks. That's a great tune to learn. Everybody knows that one around a campfire or a party. From Jonathan Edwards, called Sunshine. Go give that track a listen. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.